As we've entered September, if we look historically, September is not a good month for crypto, but that doesn't mean it won't be a good month for crypto this month. Having lectured first and second year statistics for many years, I used to say to my students, if you put one arm in the fire, one arm in the freezer, your average temperature. These percentages are averages. Be careful of them. We have some degree of green across the crypto market at the present time. The US markets will be closed for Labor Day. When looking at the top cryptos, we can see basically nothing is moving. Except, of course, for Bitcoin and XRP, but not by much. The greatest gainers, top 100 past 24 hours, BitTorrent, Stellar, SafePal, OKB, KCS, Optimism, ARB, Synthetics, and Render. The greatest losers, past 24 hours, top 100, Gala, Rune, Leo, Fracshare, Woo, Conflux, Casper, XDC, and SHIB. Even though it's been weekend trading, there are quite a large number of liquidations. The past 24 hours, nearly $34 million, with more longs being liquidated than shorts. One thing that could be really useful to you, if you see a red box here, and this just means that there are more short liquidations than long liquidations. The shorts are forced buyers. That means that they have to cover. They have to come into the market and drive the price up at any cost, which of course leads to the price going up. If these boxes are green, it means the exact opposite. The price is coming down. So over the past 24 hours, 12 hours, 4 hours, you get an understanding of what's moving around in the crypto market. It can be very useful. All markets are intercorrelated and interconnected. We had a bit of a surge in the crypto market as the DXY and yields started to be good, but then they started to be bad. The DXY shot up, and that brought a lot of fear back into the markets. It's vitally important to understand these structural levels, that is, the smart money buy and sell levels, on the Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 charts. The Tier 1 charts are the global financial engine. They run everything. Tier 2 and Tier 3 are, of course, very important as well. They cross-triangulate. They help us to stack probabilities. Due to markets being closed in the US, Bitcoin has been released, as has Ethereum, inside the CTKS method monthly service. For each one of these tiers, there's a video produced that gives three-dimensional risk management, that is, likely price movements if the price goes up, goes nowhere, or goes down. It's very powerful to prepare yourself. That has been done, and those videos and indicators have been released for Bitcoin and ETH. The CTKS global family is here to help people to be more of a financial and emotional blessing to themselves and those they love, helping them to live their best life. If you're going through a life pullback at the moment, please know that you're never given anything that you can't handle. Sometimes you just have to dig down deep and find the strength to continue. Always know that there's always 2 steps forward for every 1 step backwards. You've got this. You'll come out of whatever is pushing you back better than ever before. And while you're going through whatever you're going through, our global families, love and healing thoughts are with you. You are not alone. With positive excellence, any problem can be solved and you will gain strength and also intimacy. And that's really important. You want happiness. As a community, we're all about getting out of Zone 1 and Zone 2 into Zone 3 by learning and into Zone 4 by positive excellence. We're also a rules-based community. We understand Rule 603, synchronization profits. When you know what's moving the markets. And last month, the US 2-year, the US 10-year, and the DXY moved the markets around substantially. Keep your eye on the DXY this month and of course yields. If you're in the crypto market, Rule 45 is really important. No alt can escape Bitcoin's gravity. Look to Bitcoin. How do we prove this out? We actually prove it out every single day. But if we look at Bitcoin's gravitational movement, this is the price movement in Bitcoin, and compare it across Ethereum, Binance Coin, XRP, ADA, Doge, Solana, and Tron, We can see as Bitcoin goes up, what happens to Ethereum? It goes up. As Bitcoin comes down, what happens to XRP? You got it, it comes down. The gravitational pull of Bitcoin is severe. And you're looking at price action on a 2-minute basis, which basically encapsulates the past 24 hours. You'll often see the particular alts start to diverge from each other. We're looking for this. We want to see signs of early strength or early weakness. Therefore, knowing where smart money is buying and selling Bitcoin is incredibly important. Before, the CTKS method was invented, and this is a methodology that marks up all of price history. People used to use recent indicative price, that is, they just mark up around the current price. And if I was using RIP right now, recent indicative price analysis, I would say there is resistance at 26,141. This is terrific if Bitcoin was trading for about a month, but it's been trading since 2009. Therefore, that particular level is quite weak, and actually could be misleading to RIP your money. Instead, through the CTKS method, which is a standards-based process to reveal smart money buy and sell levels, we look at structure. The lines that are produced by the indicator are called Stanfield levels or SLs, and these give us the structural levels inside the market. Retail is taught that there's only one support level. Smart money knows that there are multiple safety nets and they're all different strengths, and there are multiple ceilings. Returning to that RIP example, we would say that RIP would say, yeah, around that 26,120. Look at that rejection. Look at this rejection. It's definitely there, but it's not there. It's actually up higher, and there are two levels of structural resistance playing in at around the 26,316 mark. Why can RIP your money? Because you would think that you're under support when you get to here. You're actually headed into resistance. But the bigger problem is, look at this confluence of smart money sell resistance levels between 26,854 and 27,103. This is also really good news because when Bitcoin starts to consolidate above 27,209, it can really party up to this next structural resistance level at 28,290. Using recent indicative price, a lot of crypto technical analysts or a lot of TA specialists would say that there is support at that 25,913 level. There actually is not support there. It's down here at around 25,329. That's actually a safety net where price could reverse, and we saw that reversal earlier on. If we get that particular level taken out, there's another structural support level at around the 25,074 level. The good news is if those two safety nets do not hold, we have structural support at 24,435. Smart money knows that there are multiple safety nets and multiple ceilings inside the market. Retail thinks there's only one or a couple of each. In fact, there are so many. When you learn CTKS structure, you see what an EEG would look like, but it's overlaid on a chart. It's very, very powerful. Initially, you may think it's really easy to draw these SLs up. In fact, it requires Level 1 standard certification and Level 2 standard certification. Level 1 standard certification is all about learning the foundations, and there's quite a bit involved in doing that. Level 2 standard certification is where all the magic occurs. This is where the SLs and SCs are all drawn up. Rule 605, indicators follow the CTKS method predicts. The purpose of drawing up structure is so that you can know where the safety nets and ceilings are, and that's very important in turbulent months. It's very important in any month, but if things look a bit negative, you must know where the safety nets are. Doing so puts you in the professional league and eliminates all the emotion that goes with thinking the price is going to either infinity when it goes up or to zero when it goes down. In truth, price is just moving Stanfield level to Stanfield level. And those levels get clustered and they get gravitational as well. With Bitcoin and Ethereum, three-dimensional risk management has been applied to price structure over the next month. We know that CTKS structure overrides, and the structures between Bitcoin and Ethereum are very, very different to each other. In yesterday's video, we went through correlations between the DXY, the S&P 500, Bitcoin, junk bonds, the US 10-year, the US 2-year, and silver. It's very important to know how to read cross-dependencies. This is exactly what professionals do when they stack probabilities. Please make sure that you watch episode 1002, Keep Your Eyes on the DXY. It's a really important video for this month. Also, keeping in mind Rule 654, prices move SL to SL, Stanfield level to Stanfield level. Those dotted lines are incredibly powerful. Retail emotions are just shocking. There's so much anxiety, so much stress. Professionals know what their market structure is through CTKS structure, and they keep their finger on the market pulse. They do their three-dimensional risk management. They are prepared for the down case, the neutral case, and the up case. If you're new to the CTKS method, please go into 00 and then area 4, accessing the indicators. There's also some information that you should be reading. There's a form inside area 4 where you can apply for the indicators. There are 27 indicators at ctksmethod.org, and they're all intercorrelated and interdependent. Episode 1002 showed just how interdependent the DXY is on so many things, from of course FOREX to crypto to the stock market to major indices, and of course commodities. One thing to bear in mind, the probability of a 25 basis point increase at the next FOMC meeting on the 20th of September has fallen from 20% 1 week ago to just 7% now. This should decrease yields, decrease the DXY, and potentially lead to a rally. That's why you really need to see DXY impacts, episode 1002. In financial markets and in life, it's really important to stay positive. With an abundance mindset, everything is possible. That's why we have the CTKS Creed, to get out of Zone 1 and Zone 2 and to make sure we don't slide back in there. These are daily positive affirmations for abundance, financial success, and happiness. If you're going through a life pullback, you can say the positive affirmation, life pullbacks give me the strength for the next life rally. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. To understand this, you can use the positive affirmation, I know the universe wants me to succeed. To get out of negative excellence behaviors and into positive excellence behaviors, which will dictate your financial and emotional success in this world, you can say the daily positive affirmation, every day I show kindness, integrity, and gratitude. Everybody intuitively knows that to be successful at anything, you've got to work hard. Unfortunately, our society has become very soft. People expect that massive amounts of success will just fall on their lap with little to no work. This is a fantasy, and you already know that. That's why we have the daily positive affirmation, I am dedicated and committed. I win or learn and never blame. I always solve my problems with positive excellence. A lot of people feel that they need to compete with others, that there's some form of zero-sum gain. In order to win, another person has to lose. This is not correct and never has been. This is scarcity thinking 101. We don't do scarcity inside the CTKS community. We do abundance. Your mindset will attract to it what it puts out. If you're attracting scarcity, it's just because you're thinking from a scarcity perspective, and that's probably just a habit. To get around these habits, we use the CTKS Creed as the first step. Many wildly successful people use the CTKS Creed on a daily basis, and I mean wildly successful. To know that you are worthy, that you can go slow to go fast, is a key in life. Everybody's chasing Lamborghinis and penthouses. That's not important. Become a person of value. Life is not about what you get out of life, it's about who you become. Starting small and scaling is the way to go, and always know opportunities in life reset daily. Have a great day or night ahead, my friends, and Kate and I look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow. Bye for